Stella Fantasy is one of the hottest free-to-play games in Web3, especially for those who seek a waifu. But how far can you go as a free-to-play player? Do you stand a chance against players who purchase NFT characters? Is it even possible to get the fourth character without spending any money? And you're watching the Crypto Herd, I'm Bruno, and the answer to that is yes! You can farm the fourth character on Stella Fantasy without spending any money. But heads up, it's not going to be an easy task. That's why on this video I'm going to teach you step by step how to start farming shards as fast as possible. And in order to start getting these shards, you're going to need to beat the instance "Yesterday's friend is today's foe." And guys, that's not going to be an easy task as a free-to-play player, but it's also not impossible. So the first step to get ready for this instance is to start farming uncommon gear. And in order to farm uncommon gear, first you must complete the instance number 10 on the main storyline, where you're going to have to face a boss. But once you beat this boss, you're going to get these scrolls right here, which are going to allow you to level up your blacksmith to level 2. So you need to complete it at least 5 times. Once your blacksmith is in level 2, you're going to need to start crafting uncommon gear, and guys, that's going to make a huge difference on your party's power. So the first uncommon item that you should prioritize is the Mage's Staff. And now you wonder, why the Mage's Staff and not any other uncommon item? Well, because Lynette, she's your main damage dealer, and she deals magical damage. So you want to leverage that as much as possible, because in Yesterday's friend is today's foe instance, your problem is going to be time. You're not gonna end the dungeon in time, and your characters are going to start taking damage over time. So damage is a priority over HP or defense, for example. After you've crafted weapons for all your characters, being the Mage's Staff your priority, you should craft either helmets, okay, which increase your magical critical chance, or gloves, which increase your magical critical damage. Because guys, remember, damage is more important than defense in Stella Fantasy because of time. By completing instance number 11 on the main storyline and above, you should be able to get all the materials you need to craft that uncommon gear. So when it comes to accessories, your priority right here are the sapphire earrings. And now you wonder, why is that? Well, because the sapphire earrings, they give you blue element attack. And guess what? Lynette is your main damage dealer, and she uses blue magic. So this is going to increase her damage output. After that, craft the ruby earrings and the emerald earrings. This is because Ruby, she deals red elemental damage, and Lapis deals green elemental damage. So you want to increase the damage of your part as much as possible. Once you've crafted earrings, you're going to start crafting necklaces. When it comes to necklaces, they're more into boosting your party's defense than boosting their attack. But still, there's a sub option right here, which is random, where you get an increased elemental attack of one kind. So you're going to need to craft a few of them until you actually get the sub option that boosts your character elemental attack. This being said, you want a necklace that boosts green element attack for Lapis, you want a necklace that increases red element attack for Ruby, and you want a necklace that boosts blue element attack for Lynette. Then once you've crafted uncommon gear and appropriate common accessories, you should also equip the appropriate dolls. So for example, I want to prioritize once again on dolls damage over defense. Okay, so right here I have a doll that increases the magical critical chance of Lynette. So this is also really important and should increase your party's power overall. Then last but not least, your party members should be at level 45, but that shouldn't be too hard to achieve. So now that you've done all of these steps, you should be ready to face the Yesterday's friend is today's foe instance. But even with all of this, it's not going to be an easy task, and that's why I have a few more tricks up to my sleeve. So once you're in this instance, every second counts, and that's why you should try to group up enemies as much as possible. And now you wonder, why is this? Well, because your characters, mainly Ruby and Lynette, they deal area of effect damage. So if you actually group them up together, with one skill you're going to be able to hit multiple enemies and clear the instance faster. Once you're on the second level of this instance, run to the boss and start dealing damage to the boss as fast as possible, because all the other enemies are going to group up around you and they're going to be killed because of the area of effect skills, except for the ranged ones. And in order to kill the ranged ones efficiently, you should play with Lynette and try to hit the ranged enemies when the boss is lined up with the ranged enemy. Even with all of this and with these strategies, it's going to take you a while to clear it for the first time, because it's really tough. As a free-to-play player, every second counts and you're going to fail a few times until you actually manage to succeed and farm your first shards. But now you must be wondering, Bruno, if it's that easy and that fast, why they still don't have the fourth character? Well, the reason for that is because Abyss instances are random, so the yesterday's friend is today's foe instance doesn't spawn every time. So I've already cleared it like 4 times, so I have 40 shards, and well, it might spawn tomorrow, it might spawn next week. So even when you clear it for the first time, it's going to take a while, but it's going to be worth it, because as soon as you get that fourth character, your party's power is going to increase so much, and you're going to be able to start using that special party attack where you spend all the AP of every character. So I've actually asked around on Discord, and what they've told me is that once you clear the instance for the first time, it should take you around a month to farm shards for your first character. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you farm fast that fourth character on your party. And if you want to see more guides about Stella Fantasy, I actually recommend you to watch the latest one I've done, which is the Complete Beginner's Guide. Thanks for watching guys, and see you in the metaverse!